Hello everyone, welcome to Move Well, Live Well. We get a number of people that come in here with issues regarding their ankle and their foot and even in the toe. And what's going on with these folks, they're coming in, they're presenting with ankle pain and they're presenting with big toe pain, sometimes gout-like symptoms, and even they come in with a foot slap. So when they walk, they get that, their foot kind of slaps down or foot drops, it kind of drags behind them as they walk. And what's going on with these folks is they've developed trigger points in the tibialis anterior muscle of the leg here. Now I kind of marked on my leg, kind of see here, you kind of see this little red dot I put. This is kind of where the tibialis anterior muscle starts at the lateral condyle of the tibia here. Now the tibia is the bone, the shin bone, one of the shin bones, if you want to call it the shin bone, right here in the, right here. I don't know if you can see that. Bring that down a little bit. There we go. So it comes down here. So the tibialis anterior is here on the lateral side, the lateral aspect, outside part of the shin bone. This is the shin bone here. Comes down. And right here, you can kind of see where I markered right here, and it ends. See that? You can kind of see that tendon right here. You can kind of see where it ends right in through here. See that? I don't know if you can see that in the camera there. So, its action, what does it do? Well, what it does, it helps to lift the foot. So it brings the foot up. So it does this. So it brings the foot up, just like that. Brings the foot up, just like that. And it also, when the foot's not on the ground, it helps also bring it upwards like this. It inverts the foot as well. So it brings the foot up. This is dorsiflexion. And if the foot's not on the ground, it also inverts the foot. Inversion. So that's the action of the tibialis anterior, and that's the location of it. So they develop trigger points in through here. Now, what causes this stuff? Now, it's that time of year. It's warm outside, it's summertime, and people are wearing flip-flops and sandals. Now, they're wearing shoes that haven't worn for a number of months, and they go for long walks or they go for a hike or whatever it may be. And flip-flops are kind of weird because you have to kind of keep that foot, the sandal on the foot, and the only way to do that is by dorsiflexing a number of times repetitively, and then you get trigger points in through there. Sometimes blunt trauma, you hit your shin or that muscle belly into something, and that can cause trigger points in through there. But yeah, what we see a lot now this time of year is people wearing flip-flops quite a bit and sandals, and they're going for long walks or hikes or whatever it may be, and they're developing those trigger points in through there. And believe it or not, people who like their sheets tucked in, so if you like your sheets tucked in, what happens is they sleep with their feet tucked in, and then they sleep like this, always in a this is plantar flexion, this is dorsiflexion. So dorsiflexion with the foot up and plantar flexion with the foot down. And they sleep with their foot tucked in, and by sleeping with the foot tucked in, they're always in this weird kind of stretched out tibialis anterior stretched out position, and then they develop trigger points in through this tibialis anterior. And they're getting discomfort in there, and even symptoms. The big thing we see is obviously pain in through there, but we see pain in the ankle, so ankle pain, weakness, and then even gout-like symptoms in the big toe. They're thinking they have gout or something, but they don't. So how do you fix that? How do you fix tibialis anterior trigger points? Well, you get your handy-dandy lacrosse ball or therapy ball. Great tool. I usually recommend starting from distal to proximal. So let me tilt this down a little bit. So I kind of like starting down here at the bottom part of the muscle belly, and you can use the ball. Again, you're doing this to your tolerance here. just like that. You're starting in there, and you're searching around for any kind of discomfort in here. And all I'm doing is just kind of pulling the ball in toward the tibialis anterior muscle belly, kind of along that shin bone a little bit, just to the outside of that shin bone, right in here. And right there, there's a tender spot for me right there, just like that. And I can oscillate back and forth on it. See, oscillate back and forth. I'm going to move my hand out of the way so you can kind of see. There you go. See that? Just in here, like this. And again, starting distal to proximal. So, and then I'm working my way up. And then oh, there's another spot right there for me. Again, I can add more pressure. I can add two hands just like this. I'll go side view here. You can see. And I'm pulling. See, I'm pulling the ball into my shin like that. And I can oscillate back and forth just like this onto that. Oh, right there, that's really tender on me. Just like that. See that? Boom. Just like that. Oscillate back and forth. You can even just hold, right? Feel that pressure in there. You can even feel the referred discomfort go down kind of into your ankle, sometimes even in the big toe, right in here, with that trigger point in the tibialis anterior. And you just work your way up to facilitate, how you start distal to proximal, to facilitate that flow of lymph and blood flow. And there's another spot right there for me. And again, I'm just holding that back and forth. Now, if you get tired holding that thing, what you can do is you can get right here, and you can, see that? You can hunt this way. You can search this way. Just like that. I don't know if you can see that. There you go. Search this way. And there's a spot right there. And I can kind of rock back and forth on that. And I can even sit down into it. Ooh, that's a good one. I can even contract, relax, where I can push my foot into the floor. That's contraction of the tibialis anterior. Push that foot into the floor and then relax. And I can feel that ball melt more into that muscle belly, just like that. Slowly move my way up, and there's another spot. I can contract, relax against that. See that? Or I can just oscillate back and forth like this. See that? I can even do cross friction too. I can even go side to side like this. Again, you're doing this to your tolerance. You're not sitting here in agony doing this. So this is a great tool to use to eliminate those trigger points in the muscle belly of your tibialis anterior. Another tool is the foam roller. So you get your handy dandy foam roller here. And again, see that? I got to kind of bring my leg this way. See, so I'm externally rotating my hip. I'm going right in here into the muscle belly of the tibialis anterior. See that? And again, I'm starting distal, starting far, working my way up, proximal. So you start down here. See that? And I can even sit kind of down onto the foam roll a little bit. Or I can lean forward a little bit. And now I can really got some good control. And when I find a spot, like right there, there's a good spot right there on it. I can just kind of rock back and forth on that spot. I can even do a little cross friction by doing this. See that? Back and forth on it with the foam roll. Foam roll is nice because you can kind of just glide up and down this way. See that? Start distal, work your way proximal, just like that. Man, there's a spot right there. I can just oscillate back and forth. And you can kind of feel that all the way down here into the ankle and into the big toe if you're really symptomatic in that tibialis anterior. So, again, Tibialis Anterior trigger points. People are coming in with this stuff. It's summertime, they're wearing flip-flops and sandals. That's what we see the most in here. People walking around a lot with their sandals on, and they're getting those trigger points in through there. So, if you have any questions with this video, drop them off in the comment section below. We thank you for watching. We appreciate it. If you're new to this channel, hit subscribe. And when you hit subscribe, make sure you hit that bell notification button, because that'll help you keep you in the loop. That way you can continue to move well and live well. And also share this with others, because usually there are people that struggle with pain, ankle pain and foot pain, even toe pain, and they're thinking it's gout or something like that. And you see that they've been wearing flip-flops or something like that, went on a long hike, and they're having that discomfort. Share this with them, and that way they can continue to move well and live well also. And give us a thumbs up. Give us a like. It lets us know you care. Anyway, we thank you for watching. We appreciate it. We'll see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.